Let's head back to Portland, Oregon to the Showdown in the West Car Show. I love pickup trucks. I love 1955 Ford pickup trucks. Cliff Mansfield, you have a fine example of one.
Well, thank you, Lance.
Tell me a little bit about how it went from, I'm going to assume that this was some rusty Hulk at some point and you went through a whole resurrection period and end up with what we have here today.
Yeah, we bought this truck about 5.5 years ago from my father-in-law's uncle, and he had wrecked it. It had a small block Chevrolet in it, and so we drug it home and cut the front end off of it and took the truck completely apart from one end to the other. Sandblasted the frame, sandblasted the box, sandblasted the body, and then put a complete competition style front frame and suspension on it and used a 70 Lincoln 460 and C6 automatic to go in it. This one drives every bit as well as our 2006 Explorer, so why not have one?
Yeah. You know? And what do you think it is that, I know people take older cars, this building is full of them, 3 buildings full of them, that you've updated them so much that they are like driving a brand new car, and the person out there that doesn't quite get it wonders, why didn't you just go out and buy a new Lexus? What is the love that we have for these, do you think?
It's the labor of love. It's not the end product that's important in these projects, at least from my perspective. As I said, we spent 5.5 years basically building this ourselves. And every minute that I did that is relaxation away from the grind of daily business.
The motor is not only gorgeous, it looks very functional. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, this is a 1970 Lincoln that we brought in, resurrected out of a wrecking yard, and I made it into a 514 cubic inch stroker motor. We put an 870 CFM Holley carburetor on it, Edelbrock intake, tricked out the ignition, put headers on it. It runs and sounds nice.
Truck guys seem to be truck guys, and you know, they don't buy a truck and then don't buy another one. It seems to be once you get hooked, you stay there. That's what I've observed over the years. Why do you think that is?
That's a tough one. You know, growing up on a farm as a kid, trucks are guys, cars are girls. I personally like the smallness of the cab. I like the coziness when you're driving down the road as opposed to a car. And fixed up correctly like this one is, they drive every bit as nice as any car you want anyway. So
you have been very successful in putting together probably the finest truck here at the show. So Cliff, thank you very much for being on the Vintage Vehicle Show.
Thank you, Lance. I appreciate it.